Let's talk about legal custody and physical custody. Hi, I'm Alicia Kinchel, the attorney and founder behind Kinchel Law, a family law and estate planning practice based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The definition of legal custody is the right to make major decisions regarding a child, including but not limited to medical decisions, religious decisions, and educational decisions. And parties can share legal custody of a child, or one person can have sole legal custody of a child. And sole legal custody of a child means they have the exclusive right to make those decisions. And again, shared, they both have the right to do so. In a shared custody situation, there are generally four factors the court's going to look at. They're going to look at whether or not a person is capable of making decisions, if they are a source of security and of love for that child, if they are recognized, if they have a continuing desire to be active in a child's life. And then the fourth one is going to be that there's some minimum level of cooperation between the two parents. So as long as those four factors can be established, generally there's going to be shared legal custody. In most cases, you're going to see that. In some situations where there is sole legal custody, usually I see that where one person filed a complaint for custody or modification asking for something and the other person didn't show up. But generally, most parents who care to be in their child's lives are going to be able to just demonstrate those four factors. The other type of custody is going to be physical custody, and that is going to be physical control or possession of the child. And there are a number of ways that physical custody can be dealt with. The first one is going to be primary physical custody, and that means that one parent has the child the majority of the time. So think about 51% of the time or over. And then you can also have partial physical custody, which is going to be 49% of the time or less. So that's kind of how primary and partial works out. Then there's shared physical custody, and that's where both parents have equal parenting time. And that can be done a number of ways. It can be done a week on, week off. It can be done a 2-2-3 split where one parent has Monday and Tuesday, one has Wednesday and Thursday, and they rotate the Friday through Sunday. So anything that gives equal parenting time to the two parties is going to be shared physical custody of the child. Now there's sole physical custody of the child, where one person has exclusive right to the possession and control of the child. And then finally, there's going to be supervised physical custody. Supervised physical custody means that the person who is exercising custody at that time has to be supervised by either an agency or another adult that the court deems appropriate to do so. So even if the visits are not occurring at a court nursery or as part of an agency, an adult like a grandmother or a significant other can be a supervisor for visits. Generally, those visits are shorter in nature because the other adult has to be present the entire time. But generally, that's what supervised custody is. Most custody awards should address both of these things. They should address physical custody and they should address legal custody. It's important to understand the factors that go into each. So just as I talked about the four factors the court looks at when awarding shared legal custody, there are 16 factors the court looks at when deciding to award physical custody. So it's important to understand all of those things, to speak with an attorney licensed in your jurisdiction about the facts specific to your case, because these videos are not considered legal advice. They are for informational purposes only. And if you have any questions or things that you would like me to talk more about, please leave them in the comments. Please subscribe and share this out. It helps us to be found by other people who want more information about custody, divorce, support, and estate planning. All right, until next time, take care.